Well, joining me live now from Kyiv is Pavlo Kukta, former Ukrainian minister. Pavlo Kukta, where are you at the moment and what's happening on the ground in the capital?
At the moment, I'm in Lviv, though I'm a citizen of Kyiv. I lived there all my life. I've taken out my family. We've evacuated them to Lviv now. Lviv is the main major town in the west of Ukraine where most of the evacuation is taking place. I intend to settle them here now, then probably return to Kyiv to join the territorial defense units. A lot of other men are doing the same, so bringing away their families, then returning. As was very correctly mentioned, the Russians are facing not just Ukrainian military, which is also much better prepared than it used to be. They are facing a popular resistance. It's a people's war. It's unbelievable what you see here on the ground. So as you may know, there was a large segment of pro-Russian population was sympathetic to Russia. In Ukraine, there are none now, literally. I know no one who has retained these sympathies. And the country is quite united and willing to stand up to Russia. And I think the results were seen on the ground, the fact that the Russians have failed to take any major cities. And moreover, they were even beaten out of the major city of Kherson in the south today, shows us that the resistance is very big from Ukrainian people.
And what are your thoughts on the international community's response? Have nations done enough to support Ukrainians? What would you like to see on that front?
I'd say not enough has been done so far, but the nations seem to be, the free world seems to be coming to grips with what it's facing. And it seems that they are turning towards doing the right things. So shutting off Russia off the SWIFT, the international payment system, is in the cards now. We know that all the nations seem to have agreed on that. That is the first major step that should be taken. In the works discussed by the American administration is freezing Russian reserve accounts, the accounts of Russian central bank, which would essentially take away Putin's instrument of supporting his economy because they have large monetary reserves that they use to prop up their economy. If these are frozen, they don't have the money to prop up their economy. The economy will be crippled immediately. And the third thing that is necessary to do to finalize this is to impose a no-fly zone over Ukraine, to take away Russian air superiority because they have a much larger air force and they use missiles. You are showing right now a Russian missile hitting a residential building in Kyiv. Actually, that building is possibly about to collapse because of that. People have been evacuated from there. There were casualties, not known how many, but this is what is happening. If these three things are done, I believe Ukraine actually will be able to win the war. The Russians will have to retreat. They will not be able to take any major cities or take other objectives. And I believe the free world should do that, and that would be the way to put Putin in his place. Because if he wins in Ukraine, he will go further. He will try to destabilize the EU. He will try to do something on NATO's eastern flank. There may be a much larger war in the works next. So Ukraine is a critical test for the free world now. If Putin is beaten back here, then I believe the free world will be able to beat his regime.
Pavlo Kukta, good luck and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.